tonic immobility, rendering her helpless to T-bones, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Some of you will get that reference. Then you had the Braveheart men. Through brute force, a two-step, and waist-controlled wall dances, they dominated the dance floor. These men would use seductive moves, air whispers, body gropes, and dry humps to excite a woman of the night. But then, above all, you had the dance floor titans. These men would use a forbidden technique akin to the Din Mok touch of death. It was called wood talk. Okay, how do I explain this? Well, while dancing close to a woman, he would use his quote-unquote morning wood to speak on his behalf. Now listen, this technique is so dangerous that I really can't even speak about it on this platform. Now there is an old poem written by a group called Next, titled Too Close. Read these mystic lyrics in a secure place if you value your freedom. But I digress. This is when the club was considered fun for men, but now the nightclub is expensive and boring. Women only go there to take pictures for Instagram. But because of the epic fall of the dating apps, women are starting to realize they took the clubs and bars for granted. Now they don't know where to go to meet men other than Hinge and Bumble. Funny how that works, right?
You know, I'm wondering, like, where are the good guys at? The ones that do not waste time. The ones that are actually into you and, like, literally bend over backwards for you and, like, put you on a pedestal type of men, you know? The ones that don't waste your time, like, I don't get why you guys want to pursue a girl. Like, you tried so hard to get her, and then, like, a month later, you just go ghost or something retarded. Like, that happens. Like, why? Like, why? Like, what is the point of pursuing her just to waste her time?
Ma'am, did you ever consider that he pursued her and realized she was a waste of his time, attention, and money? Maybe, just maybe, there isn't any grand scheme or, I don't know, insidious intentions. Maybe he got to know her and lost his attraction for her. Or maybe she was a lazy slug in bed. Or maybe he finally saw her in her true form without all the makeup and he wasn't impressed. It's crazy how these women always blame the consumer and never question the product. Remember, these women are the creators of the infamous ick. Wait, come on, don't look at me like that. We've all been there in our rookie days. You know, you went on 3 dates just to slide down her sugar walls. And then the next morning you woke up with buyer's regret. Yes, believe it or not, men get turned off as well.
Where are all the good guys at? Like, where do you guys go? Church? I bet you're at church, right? I don't know, but Home Depot, Lowe's. I don't know, but the ones that are all about finding a good girl, you know, the ones that actually want to be in a relationship, the ones that actually want to be husbands, want a family. Where are you guys at? Because I want to know.
A few moments later.
Of all of the injustice that's been done to men in family court over the last generation or so, men are becoming less and less likely to want to get married in the first place. More young guys are making a decision to remain single. So the pool of potential mates for marriage is shrinking every single day as a woman gets older and older and older. So by the time she gets to her mid-30s, the likelihood that she's going to be able to start a family is very, very, very small. I know there are a lot of women out there who followed that path, got to their mid to late 30s and realized that it wasn't going to happen for them, that their dreams of having a family were just that, just dreams. And there was no way that they could go from this point where they are right now to a place where they could actually get the family that they want, you know, without going through adoption or you doing some kind of artificial insemination, you know, buying sperm at a sperm bank, who knows. But I guess there's ways that you could do it, but certainly not in that, you know, women are always into those fairy tale illusions about life, but not going to make any of those things come true.
Okay, so my last video got like over 600 comments and they kind of basically sounded all like this. And I asked where are the men? They basically said they're at home, they're at work, or at the gym. A lot of them said they're trying to protect their peace. And I definitely hear that. I guess they expected me to be like, oh my God, how dare you say that? But I can understand it. The reason why I feel like I can understand it is because there is a very big divide amongst men and women right now, especially in our community. I blame the podcast pros and all that good stuff, but stupid online hypothetical question. Oh, if I don't spend $20 on a date, it's not a date. Like, shut up. Ultimately, this divide just makes our community a lot weaker. Now you have women saying stuff like, "Oh, men ain't ish," and I will never say that. You know why I will never say that? Hold up, I won't say that publicly about all men. Anyways, let me focus. But ultimately, I want to end up with a man, a black man on top of that. I want to marry one. So if I have this outlook that y'all all ain't ish, we're gonna find one that is of substance. And take out dating. This remove dating from the equation because I still think like women and men should still be in social settings with each other. Yes, even outside of trying to get to date someone or whatever. It just builds a stronger and more diverse community. We get to have conversation and not attack or just talk from the other side, you know? It always blame the decline of third spaces. Like literally my pinned video is like our lack of third spaces. And it's been really fun building a community group, but I get so frustrated because for every 10 women who signs up for an event, we have like one guy who signs up. And what is crazy is that the men at my events end up having the most fun. We need to figure out how we can socialize better because we're not on the apps. Y'all are not outside. I guess we can go to these like work functions and stuff like that, but like why do I need to go to like 20 different ones? Conferences just to like connect with the opposite sex?
Look, it's not even about men trying to value their peace. It's deeper than that. Truth is, these events are not fun anymore. Many of these women are hypersensitive, bad attitude, non-social, victim ambulance chasers. The Western modern woman is either a fake alpha female, a condescending wise ass, or a Karen, so low class that even her milkshake is not enough to bring the boys to the yard. And once a man travels and sees how fun and approachable foreign women are, he can no longer fight with you crabs at the bottom of the barrel. Blasphemy. But wait a minute.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.